T-minus 1 minute. T-minus 50 seconds. T-minus 40 seconds. T-minus 30 seconds. T-minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Own it, own it, own it, Kong. I own it. It did.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet. Women's Wrestling Talk, the #1 women's wrestling show on the planet.
On the planet. Oh my goodness. I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to hold it in to the end of the show, but Lord Jesus. So much that went on tonight on Monday Night Raw. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The Salt Shakers, we are here. Of course, myself, the senior writer, Nikki Bougie, and of course our editor-in-chief, Dreon Santana. Lord, I can't flabbergasted.
You know, I mean, from a personal standpoint, because I am a fan of this woman, I'm actually not mad, but I'm also like, what happens next? But
I'm not mad. I'm
kind of like,
yeah.
There's so many things that transpired leading up to it that made you just be like, okay, yeah.
Of course, what we're talking about is the main event, which we'll get into a little later. But of course, the Usos,
well,
one half of the Usos, and Solo, honey, a brother, came to destroy Monday Night Raw. Honestly. But the Street Profits had something to say about that. You know, they weren't really feeling it. They was like, how the hell y'all gonna come to our show and y'all can't even get y'all family together? And then, of course, their match begun. Street Profits versus Jimmy Uso and Solo. Great match, great opener. As soon as I was like, all right, let's wrap this up.
It started to wrap up.
Yes, it did. I'm not gonna say I'm surprised that this happened. That of course Solo and Jimmy get the victory, but damn, it would have been nice for Street Profits to get a very surprise victory.
Yeah, they've been on a losing streak for a while now, and it's kind of sucks because they are a really good team. They bring a lot to the tag team division, and it's just like, damn, you know.
Yeah. What can you do? Like what can you do? You know.
Well, somebody else has something to say about that, though.
Well, of course, none other than Kevin Owens. Outside the women, this where I was blind. Okay.
I thought a lot of things happened tonight.
Child, it was a lot. And then of course,
I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm very excited about this. Omos and MVP get their answer tonight. Brock Lesnar joins. What's MVP shows called?
The VIP Lounge.
The VIP Lounge. I was like, I don't know what I was going to say. The VIP Lounge, honey. And, you know,
yeah,
this happens.
Well, whatever it was that was in that yak or whatever, the little thing y'all
he
like to
spit
call
it
it.
out.
Yeah, it was awful. And
Yeah.
yeah, that's kind of disgusting. I'm glad COVID has kind of died down a bit.
Yeah.
But honey, I can't.
Lord.
I cannot. I could never. That was a bad look for MVP.
Yeah.
I would have to say. Yeah.
Another bad look.
Very much so. But I got my match, y'all.
She got a match.
I don't think people understand the excitement that I have about this because, you know, I was excited when it was brought to my attention last week.
Yeah.
And now that it's actually officially true and it's happening, I will be present.
Lord. Brock Lesnar versus Omos, night 1 or night 2, Saturday or Sunday. We don't know.
I am Joseph. I am so ready for this. You have no idea. Hi, Bobby. You have no idea. I'm so I can't wait.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Homo sapiens. We won. Hopefully we win at Mania.
And then of course ahead of their match, there's not really much. I mean, I get they're trying to hype up the match. But honey, yeah. And then of course we get to Cody Rhodes versus Chad Gable. To me, outside of the women, definitely match of the night. Really great match. Put some respect on Chad Gable's name, please. He's a great competitor. Like
underrated
he's
as well.
Very underrated.
According to the audience.
According to the audience.
We're anonymous. Chad Gable is very underrated.
Chad Gable is very underrated. I agree with that. I do. But of course, you know. You said what?
I said she might with Adam Pearce if it keep going that route. Chelsea versus Adam Pearce. I wouldn't mind seeing it.
I don't know.
Maybe that brings the
match.
match.
Not telling what's going to happen with Chelsea. But then of course Cody gets the victory. I wasn't thinking they were going to let Chad Gable.
No. I mean, Cody can't lose on his winning streak.
Yes.
You know.
But he did say that just like Roman on Friday, Cody Rhodes will also be in attendance. I believe the show is in Baltimore, Maryland on Friday. Roman and Cody Rhodes will be in the house. There will also be a match with Rhea and Liv Morgan, who had some things to say regarding Charlotte. Dominic had some things to say about his father. And Finn had some things to say about Edge. And with all that, it just makes me very curious to see where Damian finds his placement.
I mean, he always got a place with me, you know. But, you know, in terms of wrestling wise, I don't know. You know, wherever Damian lands in at, I will definitely be there to support all the way.
All the way. Well, there it is. And then catch up.
I'm sorry, but Swaw's face is like
bitch bye.
Disgusted.
Hilarious. But yeah, they look like they're really interested in Mr. Otis.
Yeah.
And him now.
I'm sorry. My bad, Jeffrey. Listen, it's Damian Priest, you know. Finn Balor is like, you know.
And then, of course, this is Women's Wrestling Talk. We have to get to another, what I think was a really great match. Asuka and Carmella really showed out. Like, really, really good sequences and really great. Just an overall match. There were times where I thought Carmella was going to get the victory. We love to see that in a match. And then just, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they have really good chemistry, too. Like,
I'm not mad at it, you know. I feel
I'm not mad at it either. What I am a little mad at, I think, was the conversation that was circling around, like, is Carmella going to be added? Blah, blah, blah. I don't know. That's just, who knows? But there was a moment where we see Asuka pick up the victory, of course. But then after that, she calls out Bianca Belair. And kind of in a way where Bianca's like, girl, are you getting bucked? I know Bianca probably couldn't say that to the audience, but that's the thing they hear in Tennessee, like, you getting bucked? Like, I don't know. So Bianca comes out. Bianca is in the ring. Asuka's in the ring as well. Carmella pushes Asuka in the way that it hits Bianca. And it's very interesting what we see at the end of this. Bianca's not happy with Carmella at all.
Not at all. And I'm like,
but I don't know what the hell this means.
No, I don't know either, but I'm not leaning towards, this whole talk of, maybe it being a triple threat somewhere down the line. I mean, kind of just depends on what happened next week and things like that. But Bianca looked great. She did.
Yeah, she did.
As always, honestly, truly. I don't think I could wear an outfit like that because I think it itches. And I'm scratching now because it looked like it itches. I think sheer texture probably going on in there, and I'm just like, I hate this. I hate the touch of sheer. My mom used to put me in them ugly, itchy ass dresses as a child. I hated it. Scar for life.
Well, of course, Bianca will be taking that championship and some beautiful gear to WrestleMania yet again against Asuka. Who knows what will happen, but we'll have to see next week how this story really unfolds, because it kept a lot of people like myself on their toes. But continuing on with the women, we had Candice LaRae versus Piper, and man, there was a lot that went on with this. I mean, Nikki Cross, her involvement, and ended up Candice LaRae getting the victory. Which I wouldn't say that it was a surprise victory, but I know a lot of people are like, they do this thing where it's like, oh, well, Piper's, in size or mass bigger than Candice, so obviously she's gonna win. But if she loses, it's like, oh, it's like, what? Like, the narrative is like,
they really need to start with the size thing. Like, people that size can't be beatable. It doesn't matter what size you are, you can be beatable. You ever been in a street fight before? There's a lot of people who are way bigger than you, and they fall a lot harder. So,
and that's true.
I don't think I would be upset if Candice teams up with Nikki, but it would be kind of weird when Indy is like right there.
They don't know what to do.
I mean, like, Indy is like right there, like, you keep putting her in this veteran position to, put over all the other girls down there and stuff like that. And it's just like, Indy is right there. Just bring her up with the way. That's really all you have to do.
Yes. And speaking of the way, Johnny Gargano, of course, having his little encounter with Finn Balor. I don't know. I'm starting to like Finn. I've never really been the biggest fan of his, but I'm really starting to
come over to the Balor Club.
I like heel Finn.
I just need him to go back to his trunks. That's my thing.
But of course, they have some words, and then later we'll get more into that. But of course, we get to Ms. TV. And Miz has the big announcement, of course, that was presented by him. I was wrong. I thought it was a baby. But it was actually Miz is going to be the host of WrestleMania.
I mean, I don't know who would have thought otherwise,
Shocker.
Spear fingers.
Honestly, shocker of the century, right?
Very much so.
I think he's going to do a great job.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're going to be very entertained. I think there's going to be a lot that happens. But then someone had something to say. Someone who is not even on the card yet for WrestleMania, Seth Rollins, looking damper as always. I love the glasses, love the look.
They did a side by side of him and Kim Kardashian having those same glasses on. Like, who did it better?
Oh, oh, we love it.
It's so hilarious. If Seth would pose, he would be in our category.
Yeah, he just
a lot of times that category on Turnbuckle Glam was really made for him, to be honest. But
yeah,
you might have to go to Troy's page, to be honest. You might have to go to Troy page.
Yeah, I mean, since we're here, shout out to Mackenzie. She's been slaying the game, and when you said Turnbuckle Glam, I'm starting to think about the front runners and stuff.
Hey, she might be coming for that MVP of the year. She might got an early call calling for
she
it.
did, because Giselle definitely
took it last year.
We'll get into it. We'll definitely get into it, but yeah, Seth does it. But then baby, if I was Miz, I would tread lightly.
Miz has been getting knocked the hell down every goddamn week.
But all he wanted was Logan Paul.
Yeah, that's it. And he was like, you know what? I'll call him myself. And that's exactly what he did.
And that's what he did. He said, hey, girl, what's up? I'm going to beat your ass.
Just like your brother got his ass whooped this past weekend.
Baby. First time.
Hey, man.
First time for everything. And then he in the call and said, bye, bitch.
Oh, hold on. I got the video.
Okay.
Bye, bitch.
How can you not love that?
It didn't play the whole thing.
It didn't? All right, hold on.
Bye-bye, bitch.
Oh. Bye-bye, bitch.
Ciao.
I love it.
Same.
I love it. Yes. It looked good.
I don't even know what to say. Shout out. I mean, it's gonna be quite interesting, when they make this match official for WrestleMania.
Yeah. They obviously have to.
It's a must. Y'all going in this direction, you might as well make it happen. Yeah. There's no other way around it, to be honest. Like, no other way around it.
Yeah, I mean, and it's gonna be good too. I think they're gonna put on. But back to the women, of course, Raw was full of the women tonight. Bayley was very adamant, would be the word, that I feel like when she said that this was the legacy.
Yeah.
This was the legacy that was built. This is, what they represent. Dakota looking so cute.
I was saying to her hair, like the way it looks, the style of it, it was giving very much Jamie Hayter. Like, it's like this hair is so cute. Her gear is cute. Both her and Io look good in their gear and everything and stuff. So,
and then we move on. Austin Theory says that they are also great champions as well as himself, but he says, of course, Austin Theory is Theory. No one's talking about his amazing win that he did at Elimination Chamber. And I agree. I'm going to be honest. He went in there, defended his title, and took that title out of there. The first time the United States Championship has been defended in the Elimination Chamber.
He also beat Edge last week.
He did.
So he's beaten a legend, a Hall of Famer, but he constantly keeps calling out John Cena.
He does. And I was gonna get your thoughts. Do you think that we will see Austin Theory versus John Cena for the United States Championship at WrestleMania?
I mean, it's possible if
Yeah.
they wanted to go that route and make it seem as if like it would be for the US title. I mean, that is the first title that John Cena won at WrestleMania 21 against JBL. So I mean, if they wanted to have him win that title at WrestleMania or defend or have just Theory defend his title against John Cena at WrestleMania, I mean, will they allow Theory to go over John Cena? Is the question.
That's a good question.
You know, would they allow that to happen? You know what I'm saying? So, but I do agree with what Bobby says. Some people should put respect on Austin Theory's name. Austin Theory has been killing it. He has been doing an amazing job holding this title. He has been defending it well since he, got it and everything. And this is, I mean, he's making this title his the same way, Miz made the Intercontinental title his. Theory is making the US title his. So.
I've always been a fan of Theory.
Mm-hmm. So he's growing.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna say he's one of my favorites, but I can give him his props. For the full 360 that he's done since leaving the whole selfie king shit alone, and really turning up and show that he can really put on matches. He's a great talker. He has a look, and he looks like a champion.
Yeah,
so
he does. And then we move on to Bobby Lashley versus Elias.
He's taking notes,
Boogs, go home. Please go home.
He's learning from a lot of you.
But anyway, we all know how this ended. But then we get this crazy, ridiculous ass music video with Bray Wyatt. Well, I don't even know if this is Bray Wyatt or The Fiend. Who knows?
This is when I don't know.
But this is a lot. And this is really funny.
Girl.
Really captivating. But I couldn't help but think of Joe Hendry and Moose.
No, she didn't attack that woman. According to Jeffrey, breaking news, Piper Niven has attacked Candice LaRae backstage during her interview a moment ago. Not surprised because of, when you lose your match, you want to take out the person who you lost the match from. Why not?
Yeah.
So
that is true.
This is fun, Bray Wyatt. Child, I don't know. I feel like I've gotten scarred from Mr. Joe Hendry's videos that they didn't brought this shit over here.
Lord. And Chelsea Green, well, after Carmella takes her loss, she goes to the office. She starts complaining. Chelsea's complaining. They meet each other. I know people are saying, oh, this might be a possible tag. Shut the hell up, please.
You don't want that to happen?
No.
Well, no.
And that's nothing against Carmella. But Chelsea's just warming up. So when she does get her opportunity, everyone's going to owe her a favor.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it.
I mean, that's true.
But whatever. And then, of course, we get Gargano and Otis.
I know.
And then there seems to be a kidnapping going on. Y'all, I don't know. Towards the end of the show, there was just a lot of shit going on, like craziness.
I don't even know what to do if somebody was getting kidnapped.
Do you see Hollywood Hulk Hogan in the crowd?
Oh, girl, no, I didn't see that.
Like hilarious.
Scary. Everybody is in like a Vex Team 2.0 is disgusting.
No, the original Vex was Deanna, Chelsea, and Indy.
Unless let Chelsea go get Indy, somebody go get Indy. At least we'll pick that girl up.
She's having a good time. And then, of course, next week we will have the match between Gargano and Finn Balor. And we will have a match between Kevin Owens and Solo. I'm going to be rooting for Kevin Owens, even though I will say Solo is very impressive and has grown on me, and probably not my favorite Bloodline member, but he's definitely, I like him way more than Roman. And then next week we will see Seth freaking Rollins face off with Logan Paul if he shows up.
Isn't it like looking in the mirror for Seth?
I think they're like,
it's like Seth's gonna be looking in the mirror a little bit.
I don't even know how to describe.
They're both assholes and annoying sometimes.
Yeah,
but really nice wrestlers, I would have to say. But it's like looking at two pranksters in your face.
Yeah,
two assholes. Yay!
And then of course, now the funny thing about that is the wording that they used to do this. That was there were some people in the crew that took to Twitter to say, you know, they were like Boston, and then they were like, this is the moment you've been banking on. So some of the wording that they used I thought was very funny. But yes, John Cena returns to Raw next Monday live on the USA Network, Boston, Massachusetts, honey.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy.
And then also next week we will get Bianca Belair versus Carmella. Now,
this is shit I've been trying to avoid.
I've
seen Carmella and Bianca on multiple occasions. I don't care how many versions of Carmella comes up.
I don't think she's ever beat. I don't think she's ever beat Bianca.
She hasn't.
So we'll just see. And then, of course, we have to get to the explosive main event that we've all been waiting to get to and all been waiting to talk about. Io, Dakota, the current champions at this time. And when I say at this time, I mean the beginning of the match. Took on Becky Lynch and Lita. And not only did that happen, guess who returned? Trish Stratus.
Rock and roll. It's time I'm in control. Right now I'm on the streets. Got the keys to the city. That's because I get down. Points to everyone.
I don't even know what to say. I'm not going to say.
People were saying Trish supposed to be here like 2 weeks ago.
Girl, she went home. She had to take care of her babies.
She left the fuck out of here. She said, fuck y'all, I'm getting out. Bye.
If it's Bayley and Trish
at Mania,
I'm telling you now, like, Bayley is about to wash. Y'all don't really like. Stop. Stop. Just stop for real. Like,
is Trish gonna be going through all the photos? She can't go through all of them anymore. She can't go through all of them anymore, but she's already went through one.
I mean, but she doesn't belong to the. Well, I don't know how that works, but
that's true. I mean,
hell, she might pop up in New Japan Pro Wrestling next.
Who knows? She still wants to match with her.
They wouldn't know who the hell she is.
I'm pretty sure some people will know who she is.
They'll be sitting there with their mask on like this.
They do that with everybody. We serve everybody. Same thing.
Same energy. That'd be. Are you laughing? Are you laughing? Because I can. If you think
it's a joke?
Hey, that shit funny. But yes, Trish comes out. She helps assist Becky Lynch and Lita to eventually become, yes, Lita and Becky are the new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
Who would have thought?
Who would have? What? We have only... Yeah, and Charlotte washed. Let's please not go back. Trish gave Charlotte one of her worst matches in history. Even Dana Brooke did a better job. Anyway,
Lita is the first legend to hold the women's tag team titles.
Yes.
This is her first championship since 2006, to
Yeah.
be exact. The last title she held was the women's champion. And I am so happy.
I don't know
I
what to
am
do.
a diehard Lita stan. Always stuck by Lita's side. I love
Yeah.
her entire aesthetic over, her bestie.
Yeah.
Um,
We
but
got to meet her at
yeah,
Starcast too.
yeah.
So
We also saw her at WrestleCon too, but she was well, I don't know if you saw her, but
I don't think I got to talk to her. Well, I
no,
know we
it
talked
was
to her.
people. It was people already lined up in her line, so it was
Oh yeah.
it was a lot easier at Starcast because everybody kind of maneuver around. She was kind of just standing there drinking her water.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. But congratulations, hell. Listen, it ain't my cup of tea. I always thought that Becky and Charlotte would win these titles together and not with different opponents or different partners, I guess you could say. But they have been. It is funny because they have, had big stage matches with their tag team partner. Becky and Lita did their thing in Saudi, and then Charlotte and Asuka, of course, WrestleMania. So
that's true. I'm here for it. I don't mind it. I mean, hey, if Mickie James can come out here and be a legend and hold the Impact Knockouts Women's World Title and all that good jazz, then Lita can be a women's tag title champion.
For now,
maybe Trish will go after the IWGP.
Hell no! Hell no!
Anything is possible in wrestling.
that's how I'm finna cut this show. We finna cut it short tonight. Tonight.
Anything is possible.
What?
Hey, Trish might want to, may want to be added to that,
3 ways to Sunday. Do you hear me? Child.
But overall, I think Raw was a pretty interesting show.
No, it was a great show, to be honest.
I don't think it was bad. I thought it was quite interesting. There was a lot of things that were happening tonight.
Yeah.
Within itself. I'm sorry, Trish gonna get floored. But I will say I don't want to hear nobody say nothing about where's the women, where is the women.
Trish gonna
women
get
were here
is crazy. Nah,
I don't hear anything about where's the women, where are the women at, blah blah. You saw them tonight, right?
Yeah.
You see them on NXT, you see them on Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah. And there's a big card for NXT tomorrow too. There's gonna be a lot going on.
It's supposed to be Zoe versus Mako. Gigi returns to give her thoughts. I think Indy is in a match with somebody. I think I can't recall, but there's a lot of things going on NXT for the women tomorrow as well. And then of course, Friday there's Rhea and Liv in a match.
It's gonna be
maybe
great.
Charlotte will come out there and sit and watch the match or something.
Maybe Liv beats Rhea, gets added to the match. Who knows? I'm not saying.
Right.
Right.
Maybe bring up Zoe Stark and add her to the goddamn match then, and that's the case. Fatal 4-way WrestleMania, Rhea, Charlotte, Liv, Zoe.
Could you imagine?
For the SmackDown Women's Championship.
There is also, I know this weekend is AEW too.
Revolution is Sunday, March 5th, guys. I hope you guys are anticipating that. Hope you guys are excited for that. I honestly can't even tell you what the hell is going on that pay-per-view. I can't. Only thing I know, I think, is MJF versus Bryan Danielson, I think.
Yeah, I just know the women.
Yeah, that's a triple threat. Jay doesn't even have an opponent.
Yeah.
As far as we know, hell, she can do an open challenge at Revolution and lose the title there.
Who knows? And then we'll also be back Thursday night. We have Turnbuckle Glam on Sunday. So all the goodies, you guys. Of course, that was the Monday Night Raw post show. Make sure you check out the website. We have some cool things going up. Interviews dropping as much as we can. We're going to have some more dropping in the later weeks. We are gearing up for WrestleMania. We cannot wait for them to announce who will be involved as far as the knockouts and the women for the Impact Multiverse show. So can't wait for you guys to see that. But yeah, come back on Thursday to see the Salt Shakers. We will be here for Impact Wrestling, the greatest Impact Wrestling post show ever made to mankind.
Oh, there's a lot of things that happen on Impact, child.
Oh, child, y'all have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. WrestleMania 39 Hall of Fame. I mean, allegedly, you know, Batista's supposed to be doing the headline, but we don't necessarily know who else is going to be, you know, inducted or involved other than that. But very excited to see. Also, great news, guys. I got my Twitch stuff situated. So just so you know that once 2K23 does drop, I will be going live on my Twitch, and we're gonna do some gameplays. We're gonna do a lot of things over there. I'm gonna let y'all be in control. I'm gonna bring Nikki on so she can sit there and choose some things too.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be talking shit. So it's not gonna be the same.
This is nothing. It's not gonna even be on the Women's Wrestling Talk.
Yeah.
So the on here, it's a little PG-13. On my channel is TVMA.
Mature audience only. With that being said, this is Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet. Ciao, y'all.
Women's Wrestling Talk, the number one women's wrestling show on the planet.